Part 1, Introduction and Background. Welcome everyone. In this session, we will discuss the Netflix business model canvas and how Netflix built one of the most influential entertainment platforms in the world. Netflix is not just a streaming company. It is a global entertainment business that combines content, technology, data, subscriptions, advertising, and customer experience into one integrated model. The company started in 1997 as a DVD rental service by mail. At that time, the business was simple. Customers rented DVDs, received them at home, and returned them later. This model challenged traditional video rental stores because it offered convenience and wider selection. The major turning point came in 2007, when Netflix moved into online streaming. This changed the company's future. Instead of waiting for DVDs, customers could watch movies and shows instantly through the internet. Later, Netflix made another important shift. It began investing heavily in original content. This was a strategic move because Netflix did not want to rely fully on content owned by other studios. By creating its own shows and films, Netflix gained more control over differentiation, release timing, and global distribution. Today, Netflix offers series, films, documentaries, animation, comedy, live programming, and games. It serves customers across many countries and languages. The Netflix business model canvas helps us understand how this business works. It shows how Netflix creates value, reaches customers, earns revenue, manages cost, and builds competitive advantage. At the center of Netflix's model is a simple customer promise: entertainment should be easy to access, easy to watch, and relevant to personal taste. Customers do not want to wait for a TV schedule. They want to watch anytime. They want to continue across devices. They want recommendations that match their mood and interest. Netflix responds by offering an on-demand platform supported by personalization, global content, multiple subscription plans, and a large content library. Strategically, Netflix is interesting because it changed the entertainment industry. Traditional TV was built around channels, schedules, and advertising slots. Netflix created a different model built around user choice, recurring payment, and digital delivery. This is why Netflix remains a strong case study for business model innovation. In the next part, we will look at Netflix's customer segments, value propositions, and channels. Part 2, Customer Segments, Value Propositions, and Channels. Now let us look at the first three blocks of the Netflix business model canvas: customer segments, value propositions, and channels. First, customer segments. Netflix serves several customer groups. The most obvious group is individual viewers. These users want easy entertainment after work, during weekends, or during travel. Another important segment is families. Families need content for adults, teenagers, and children. This is why Netflix offers different profiles, parental controls, and a kids experience. Netflix also serves global audiences. Viewers in different countries want local stories, subtitles, dubbing, and content that reflects their language and culture. Entertainment fans are another key segment. They follow popular series, exclusive films, documentaries, comedy specials, anime, and global hits. A newer customer segment is advertisers. With ad-supported plans, Netflix now serves brands that want access to engaged audiences in a premium entertainment environment. Second, value propositions. Netflix's core value proposition is simple, on-demand entertainment that can be watched anytime and anywhere. Customers choose Netflix because it offers convenience. They can watch on a smart TV, phone, tablet, laptop, or game console. They can pause, resume, and continue watching across devices. Original content is another strong value proposition. Exclusive titles give customers a reason to subscribe because they cannot get the same content elsewhere. Personalization is also important. Netflix recommends shows and films based on viewing behavior, language preference, genre interest, and user profile. This reduces search time and helps users find something relevant faster. Flexible pricing adds another layer of value. Users can choose different plans depending on budget, video quality, ads, and household needs. Third, channels. Netflix uses mainly digital channels. The Netflix app is the main access point. It is available on smart TVs, smartphones, tablets, computers, streaming devices, and consoles. The website supports sign-up, account management, plan changes, and customer support. Device partnerships also matter. When Netflix appears on smart TV home screens or remote control buttons, it becomes easier for users to access. Telecom and broadband partnerships help Netflix reach more customers. Bundled plans can reduce payment friction and make subscription easier. The lesson from these 3 blocks is clear. Netflix wins when the right customer can access the right content through the right device with minimum friction. In the next part, we will discuss customer relationships, revenue streams, and key resources. Part 3, Customer Relationships, Revenue Streams, and Key Resources. Let us continue with 3 more blocks of the Netflix business model canvas: customer relationships, revenue streams, and key resources. First, customer relationships. Netflix does not rely on personal sales teams to maintain most customer relationships. Instead, the relationship is built through the product experience. Every time users open the app, Netflix tries to make the experience feel personal. Profiles allow different household members to receive different recommendations. A parent may see documentaries and dramas, while a child sees animation and family content. Recommendations are central to this relationship. Netflix uses viewing history, search behavior, completion rate, and content preference to suggest what users may want to watch next. Notifications, trailers, top 10 lists, and new release alerts also help bring users back. These tools are important because Netflix competes for attention every day. Second, revenue streams. Netflix's main revenue source is subscription fees. Customers pay monthly to access the platform. However, the revenue model is becoming broader. Netflix now offers ad-supported plans in selected markets. This allows price-sensitive customers to pay less while Netflix earns additional revenue from advertisers. Extra member fees are another revenue stream. This helps Netflix monetize account sharing by encouraging users outside the main household to pay. Netflix can also earn from consumer products, experiences, and intellectual property connected to popular titles. This means Netflix is no longer only a subscription company. It is moving toward a broader entertainment monetization model. Third, key resources. The most important resource is content. Netflix needs a strong library of original and licensed films, series, documentaries, animation, and local content. Technology is another critical resource. The platform must deliver smooth streaming, secure accounts, reliable payments, and strong recommendation systems. Data is also valuable. Viewing behavior helps Netflix understand what users like, what they skip, what they finish, and what content may work in future. The Netflix brand is a major asset. A strong global brand lowers trust barriers and helps attract users in many markets. Original intellectual property is also important. When Netflix owns strong content, it can build long-term value through sequels, spin-offs, merchandise, and experiences. The key message is this: Netflix's strength does not come from content alone. It comes from the combination of content, technology, data, brand, and customer habit. Next, we will examine key activities, key partnerships, and cost structure. Part 4, Key Activities, Key Partnerships, and Cost Structure. Now we move to the final 3 blocks of the Netflix business model canvas: key activities, key partnerships, and cost structure. First, key activities. Netflix must produce, license, distribute, recommend, market, and monetize content at global scale. Content production is one of the most important activities. Netflix must identify stories, genres, formats, and talent that can attract viewers. Some content is designed for global appeal. Other content is designed for specific local markets. Content licensing is also important. Even though Netflix produces many original titles, licensed content still adds depth and variety to the catalog. Platform operations are another core activity. Streaming must be fast, stable, secure, and easy to use. A poor technical experience can quickly reduce customer satisfaction. Personalization is also a strategic activity. Netflix needs to help users find content quickly. If users spend too much time searching and still cannot decide what to watch, the value of the service declines. Marketing is equally important. A good show still needs visibility. Netflix uses trailers, social media, app promotion, local campaigns, and talent-driven publicity to create demand. Second, key partnerships. Netflix works with many partners. Content partners include studios, producers, directors, writers, actors, and production teams. Technology partners support cloud infrastructure, payments, security, encoding, analytics, and content delivery. Device partners help Netflix reach users through smart TVs, consoles, streaming devices, and mobile operating systems. Telecom and broadband partners help distribute Netflix through bundled plans. Advertisers and media agencies are becoming more important as Netflix expands its ad-supported business. Third, cost structure. Netflix has a heavy cost structure. The largest cost is content. Producing and licensing films and series requires major investment. Technology costs are also significant. Netflix must support millions of users, multiple devices, high-quality streaming, data systems, and security. Marketing costs are needed to promote new titles and attract users. Localization is another important cost. Subtitles, dubbing, local artwork, and regional marketing help Netflix operate across countries. Compliance costs are also growing. Netflix must deal with content rules, privacy laws, taxes, advertising rules, and consumer protection requirements in different markets. The key lesson is that Netflix is a high-investment business. Scale is essential because the company must spread large content and technology costs across a wide customer base. In the final part, we will look at Netflix's value proposition fit, competitive advantages, risks, recommendations, and conclusion. Part 5: Value Proposition Fit, Advantages, Risks, and Recommendations. In this final part, let us look at the broader strategic picture. The value proposition canvas helps explain why Netflix fits customer needs. Viewers are not only looking for more shows. They want entertainment that is easy to find, easy to watch, relevant, and worth the price. Customer jobs include relaxing, watching with family, following popular shows, discovering international content, and filling free time. Customer pains include too many choices, rising subscription costs, weak recommendations, ads, content fragmentation, and the frustration of not knowing what to watch. Customer gains include convenience, exclusive titles, personalization, local content, global stories, and shared cultural moments. Netflix creates fit by reducing friction. A user can open the app, see relevant recommendations, continue a saved episode, or discover a new title through the top 10 list. Now let us consider competitive advantages. Netflix has a strong global brand. It also has scale, original content capability, personalization technology, viewer data, and global distribution. Its content strategy is powerful because local shows can travel internationally. A strong title from one country can become a global hit. The ad-supported model also gives Netflix a new growth path. It allows Netflix to serve price-sensitive users and advertisers at the same time. However, Netflix also faces risks. Content costs are high. Not every expensive production becomes successful. Competition is intense. Netflix competes with Disney, Amazon, Apple, YouTube, TikTok, gaming platforms, and local media companies. Subscription fatigue is another risk. Customers may cancel when they feel they are paying for too many services. Advertising must also be managed carefully. Too many ads can damage the viewing experience. So, what should Netflix do? First, Netflix should protect the core subscription experience while growing advertising carefully. Second, content spending should remain disciplined. Investment should focus on engagement, retention, repeat viewing, and franchise potential. Third, Netflix should expand live programming selectively. Live events can create urgency and shared viewing, but rights costs must be controlled. Fourth, family value should be strengthened because household usage reduces cancellation risk. Fifth, Netflix should keep improving discovery. Better recommendations and faster content selection can improve satisfaction. To conclude, Netflix is a strong example of business model evolution. It moved from DVD rental to streaming, then from streaming to original content, and now toward a broader entertainment platform. The Netflix business model canvas shows that its success comes from the integration of content, technology, data, brand, partnerships, and recurring revenue. The main lesson is simple: a strong digital business model must keep adapting as customers, competitors, and technology change.